What's up, everybody? Just wanted to come at you with another video. This one's going to be just a initial impressions on my new wine cabinet that I just picked up. I actually got it from Amazon. It's the Winsome Burgundy Wine Cabinet 15 bottle with glass door. I'll put a link in the description if you want to check it out. It currently is $130.07 with a 5% off coupon right now at Amazon. And I just wanted to say, first off, sorry about the lighting. I got some lights on it to kind of show you better. But if you ever purchase anything on Amazon, I highly recommend at least checking out their Amazon warehouse first. So that's how I got this. So I actually paid $65 for this. It was in a damaged packaging, but like new. So they sent it to me, and I think it got damaged again, the packaging at least, when it got sent to me, because it was all chewed up when I got it and opened. But, you know, the inside's fine. There are a few issues, because, again, I think it got damaged once they sent it to me a second time. But, like I said, I got it for $65. So, there are a couple things we'll kind of talk about, you know, with this that, you know, could be good or bad for you. First off, it says it's burgundy. It is not. It is straight up black. Okay, I could see maybe, I guess, in a poorly lit area, first glance, you know, maybe it looks dark brown. But in the light, when you look at it, I mean, it's black. It's so straight up. Don't get confused by the title. I just got done putting it together. Took about an hour. If you're at all familiar with like IKEA furniture or any of the Walmart stuff that you see, same deal. The directions I feel are pretty straightforward. So if you have any experience with that, you know, any of that stuff, it shouldn't be any problem. Like I said, it took me about an hour to put it together myself. So let's go ahead and start out. We'll do some quick measurements. So going this way, we're at about 16 and a quarter. This way we're right under 1 foot, and we're right under 67 inches, like that, okay? So your sections here, it's about 4 1/4, and then just a tad under 4 3/4. Your drawer with the usable space is just a little bit over 12 1/4 inches, and we're at a little bit over 8 3/4. Height-wise, we're at 6 inches. Now, on this, when you pull it out, there is still about 3 1/4 back behind it, so it doesn't pull all the way. There is a clip, so if you do want it to come out all the way, you can just not install the clip. That's kind of up to you. Up top here, so from the first shelf, we're at about a little under 9 3/4. Now there is a lip here, so if you don't count in the lip, or you take the lip out, we're actually at about 10 1/4 inches. And then we're at right under 19 inches. And then this puts us at a little over 13 1/2 inches. So those are your dimensions. So let's kind of go over it. So first thing, of course, I'm going to use this for wine and actually some of my liquor bottles to kind of get some of the stuff off my kitchen counters and stuff. So regular wine bottle, no issues. It's going to fit. So for example, though, I have this here. This is a Jose Cuervo Margarita Mix, more of a square bottle. I guess this is kind of what they consider their handle size. So anything I think in about a handle, or not, sorry, fifth size, anything in that fifth, 750 milliliters, you know, something in that kind of category, I think it should fit just about anything. But again, this is going to be about as big as, you know, square size bottles you're going to get, because it, for the most part, does fill that up. Okay, sticks out a little bit, but I'm not too worried about that. So that's kind of the bottom section. So the top, let's kind of talk. Oh, one other thing. So really, there is only 2 pieces of hardware. You got your two knobs, and then the hinges. So the hinges, there's 2 screws that connected to the door, 4 screws that connected to the cabinet, but there are also 2 adjustment screws that are in there, and that's actually to adjust your gap on the door once it's installed around the edges. So you can kind of play with that and get it even and all of that. So the other thing is, it actually comes with a second shelf, which I did not put in there, because if you put the second shelf in there, and what they talk about in the description is it's 3 sections to put glasses. I don't need that money. I don't need that much room for glasses. But with the shelves in there, you can't fit a regular sized bottle. Now you can put Patron bottles with smaller oblong shapes that aren't going to go down there, and you put those on the shelves, and that's fine. But I'm going to still do that with this bottom section. But then I can put my handle Kettle One, my handle Kettle One, my other bigger bottles. But I can still put the smaller bottles down there, and then I'll put my glasses on the top shelf still, and still have plenty of room. But if you are going to do that, you have to do that when you put it together, because these shelves are not removable. So you put the top section together as one piece, then the bottom section is one piece, and then you connect them. So, like I said, if you're going to decide to go with this setup and not keep the shelf in, you need to do that when you first put it together, because these are not removable. So, the other thing is, this drawer, there is, in case you can see that. So there is just actually like a plastic bar piece that you put in that fits in this group. So, I mean, it's not like a high-tech drawer or anything, but it slides just fine. There's no problems. It works fine. But just kind of an FYI, it's not, just like I said, it's just a plastic piece that goes from here to here that goes into that channel. As you can see, the side design, you got the outer pieces and then kind of the inner panel, same thing going up and down. Okay. Now on back, it's just got your 2 fake panels that you put screws in so that the backing, it looks like it's all a solid piece. Like these are just those real thin, like it's like real thick cardboard almost. But it, again, it just gives the impression that it's all one piece on the back. You put those in 2 separate pieces, and you put the screws in. So that's kind of the outside look and everything. This thing is fairly heavy. Now, one of the things I will say is that, as you can see, it does kind of have a little bit of a shimmy. And it's not because the 4 legs, they're uneven or anything. They're all 4 solidly on the ground, but there is a little bit of a shimmy. When you open the door, you can kind of see it a little bit. It's not that bad where I'm concerned that even when I load it up, it's going to fall over. But I just kind of wanted to point that out. You could always, I guess, get a little, you could do it with pretty much anything, but, like some kind of metal bracket, L bracket, or even just like a piece of wood or something, and, screw it to this and then screw it to the wall if you don't want that movement at all. Again, for me, it's not a huge deal. The other thing is that since they say it's burgundy, but it's actually black, I have found a few spots where I've got some nicks and things. So what I'll end up doing, it's not bad enough for me to send it back, but I'll end up using a black Sharpie marker, fill that in, and then take care of it like that. The drawer itself, I'll put my wine keys and I got flasks and stuff like that. I'll put in there. But overall, again, for what it is, it's gonna do what I need to. Like I said, I need to get liquor bottles and wine bottles and stuff off my kitchen counters. It's gonna do that just fine. I'm okay with it. I've got no problems with it. And again, at the price that I pay, $130 with the 5% off, it's not bad. At the price I paid for it, getting it from the Amazon warehouse, I've got no issues at all. You have to realize that it's not, a solid oak piece, or this isn't something that I'm going to hand down, to anybody else. Like, I'm going to use it, I'm going to abuse it, and when I move, maybe I take it with me, maybe I don't. But again, for the money and everything, it's not bad at all. If you guys have any questions, just let me know.